Welcome everyone to episode, I lost count at this point, there's so many now,
Yeah.
of Dad's on Wrestling. I am the host of Talk Wrestling on NoDQ.com and of course YouTube.com/NoDQCW, which I don't have that shirt yet. Aaron, make that shirt. Jeff Meacham, joined by
The Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams.
Yes.
And we're here today to discuss the best moment from January 1st, 2001 through December 31st, 2010. That decade of professional wrestling.
So basically we're looking at the 2000s.
Yeah, we were asked the last 10 years, but, you know, some of these are being pre-filmed, if you will, so we figured we'd just narrow it down to
that point.
that January 1st, 2001 to December 31st, 2010, just to make it easy.
So since you broke my kayfabe and say we're filming early, if Undertaker and Sting showed up, sorry, we
Yeah.
have no idea what the fuck's going on.
You know,
yeah, we have no idea what's going on. Yeah.
whatever.
We have no idea what's happening. And but The Rock returning did make it under our belt, so that was good.
Yes,
but it
yes.
wasn't my favorite. But
Yes.
it was a great moment.
Yes,
The Rock returning was the shit.
that was.
Anyway, but I'll let the rookie of the group go first, since I've got the
I'm flattered by that, Jeff.
experience of the Talk Wrestlings and whatnot. And
I am very flattered. Very flattered.
Now, is this the best in our opinion?
Yeah.
Or is it our favorite? That's the question we need to ask.
Yeah, that's a good one. The question I was posed is the best moment in the last 10 years.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'll tell you what. I will give both.
okay.
You can give both if you want. You can give your opinion on the best. You can give your favorite. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. I don't know if I can come up one with the best. Mine is more of a favorite, but I do still think it's the best. Maybe it's both. Who knows?
If it's both for you, that's fine too.
I'll let you know once you're done talking if I've come up with the best one.
Okay.
If I've come up with the second one.
Yeah,
But
'cause Lord
anyway,
knows, yeah, I got 13 minutes, baby. I can go on and on. Anyway.
my best favorite moment of those 10 years, however you want to slice it,
Right.
was the ending of WrestleMania 20.
Oh yeah.
March 30th, 2004, I believe. Was 20th?
Wait. Either mid-March or March 20th. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah,
March 2004. Let's
There we go.
eliminate
There
the
we
date
go.
there.
Yeah.
The end of WrestleMania 20. When Chris Benoit, yes, he does exist, WWE, Chris Benoit finally won a World Heavyweight Championship.
For more than a couple minutes.
Yeah. That he wanted to win.
That he wanted to win, exactly.
Eddie Guerrero had just retained his WWE Championship against Kurt Angle, which everybody, I think, thought he was going to lose the belt to
That
Kurt.
was the general consensus, yeah. Definitely.
And they were able to embrace in the middle of the ring as the confetti dropped on Benoit. Two guys that had been beaten down so badly when they were in WCW to where they didn't have any self-esteem left. Two guys that had been told from day one, you'll never be a world champion, you're too small, your style doesn't cater to the mainstream audience. And there they were, the biggest stage of them all, the 20th anniversary of WrestleMania, embracing in the ring both as champions. To me, that's the greatest moment in that 10 years.
That is very indicative of the 2000s as well,
Yes.
because 2000 started off with both of them jumping to the WWF.
Yes, it did.
And it was capped off mid-decade
Mhm.
by them winning the World Championships that year, 2004. Okay.
And then by the end of that decade, they were both dead. May they rest in peace.
Now, we mentioned before we started that I was going to kick myself in the ass about yours, and you're right, I am, because Benoit and Eddie, you're the shit, right there.
I mean,
There you
I
go.
am wearing
You're one of
Eddie
the
Guerrero on my
Guerrero
shirt
your
for a reason.
Now, get ready to kick you in the butt, because
Okay.
we guessed. JJ guessed Rock and Hogan for me from WrestleMania 18. I was like, that's up there, because it was the rebirth of Hulkamania. The Hulk still rules, and red and yellow.
And anybody that knows this ginger knows he's a Hulkamaniac.
Exactly. But if there's anybody I like more in wrestling than Hulk Hogan,
I think I know where we're going with
it's
this.
the guy who, over the course of 3 days, became a dual champion at One Night Stand and ECW on Sci-Fi. And that is the final great ascension
Yeah.
of Rob Van Dam. That's right, baby. Rob Van Dam. Exactly. They had posted a picture that was on my Facebook for MySpace for a minute. He was going for one because I had back to back. Whatever.
I'm kicking myself for that one.
Exactly.
I should have thought if it wasn't Hogan, it was Rob.
Right.
I'm
Let's
going
be
on
honest.
timeout for that one.
Okay.
I'm in the corner on timeout.
All right. I mean, let's be honest. Rob winning the championship for me was not quite as, oh my god, a Mark moment as Miz's, because Miz is like us, dude. He was Mark at first and whatever. Then again, Rob Van Dam he was kissing my man's feet when he was a teenager too. But Rob has always been the guy who, from the moment I started doing my shows, which is going to be my favorite moment, was the start of the audio video shows. But I forgot about Rob's moment, so I threw those in together.
Okay.
Rob has always been the guy who opened up his doors to us. Was always very cool. You met him at the signings a few times at the store, numerous times, and it was always, from the moment he became television champion in 1998, it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when he'd be the world champion. And we thought we were going to get it because the rumor was it was going to be him and Awesome in a series of matches, and then he broke his ankle. And I was like, fuck. And then ECW folded. We're like, oh, double fuck. And then he came to WWE and was pushed into the IC hardcore range and the tag titles here and there, but it's like, okay, when is he going to win the big one? And then he came back at the Rumble and won Money in the Bank, and I almost made a countdown clock on my MySpace. I'm like, okay, TikTok, dude, it's happening this year.
Well, and before he came back at the Rumble, he came back at the original One Night Stand
and cut that
and
beautiful
cut that
promo.
That even sent chills up my spine.
Yep.
Talking to Fonzie about, dude, you remember when I used to say more than dude and sweet?
I know. Yeah, that was awesome. That was good. And what was so great about that was not only was it the ascension of Rob Van Dam and him winning the world championship finally, WWE championship, whatever you want to call it, winning a world title, was the brief, fleeting moment of the fact that we might get the original ECW back.
Yes.
And then, of course, Vince had to go, fuck it.
Yeah, well.
But it's Vince, so what are you going to do?
Well, and it's also the way that Rob won the title. I mean, defeating Cena in front of a partisan ECW crowd. If there was any better time for Cena to turn heel, it would have been that night.
And he did.
Seriously.
And
he played heel for the night.
Yes, but you know what? To give the sumbitch credit, he didn't go full heel.
True.
He didn't go against character. I'll give the fucking devil his due. Okay, he didn't break it completely. He played the bad guy to ECW fans, but you know what? He played a dumbass for the first 5 minutes. Kept throwing his shirt out there. It's like, dude, just put the shirt down and start the fucking match. Seriously.
Almost better than Rob winning the title. I think that's the highlight of the match, is the fans continuing to throw the shirt back at Cena and him just not getting the clue.
Angry black man wiping his butt with it and throwing it.
Yes.
Fuck you. Wasn't that guy Angry Black from the Howard Stern Show? I'm pretty sure it was the same guy.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure it was
they were
the
in
same
New
guy.
York.
They were in New York, so there you go. Hammerstein Ballroom, baby.
Yes.
Which also, if we'd have gone back further than 10 years, the debut of Raw, but we're only going back 10, not 20.
Maybe that can be a subsequent episode. We can do breakdowns of decades.
But anyway, yeah. Rob's ascension, and finally, and not only that, but being awarded what he sought for so long, the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, and being a dual champion for, true, it was only 3 weeks because of the drug bust, but you know what? Rob said on my show himself, that was the best thing that could have happened, because it brought pop awareness into mainstream. We got so mainstream that Damien Demento cut promos on me and Rob on his YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that Damien Demento cut promos on you. No.
Damien Demento has a YouTube page. I'm going to give him a plug because God knows I got nothing better to do right now. And went on and cut down Rob for being so pro-pop and everything. He aired a clip of Talk Wrestling.
Which probably shocked your ratings through the roof.
Oh shit, yes it did. Which is like, dude, motherfucker, who you messing with? Dude,
this is Mr. TW.
It's like, dude, you were a jobber on the first Raw fucking 15 years ago. What the
And can you name anything else he's done? Like, seriously.
Seriously. But he went to war. I shot back. This was during the whole Noah took over, no DQ thing. And Noah went on there and said...
We won't get into that one.
Noah went on there and said, you know, this is not an official statement of no DQ. This is, you know, Jeff being Jeff. And it's like, no, just fucking back me up, you son of a bitch. You're an idiot. But anyway, Damien went off, and then I cut on him, and then he cut back directly on me. He called me a fat ginger fuck and a ring rat and everything. It was great. It was so great to have something that idiotic pissed off at me. It was fun. But that spun off of Rob's ascension. Rob, you know, getting in trouble with the law and everything. But for that fleeting 3 weeks, all was right with the world. Because Raw was a world champion, and ECW, and that was the ECW when it was still ECW.
Yeah.
Before they.
You know, now that I've had time to think about it, I think I've got another moment in the past 10 years.
That's cool.
I don't know if I'd say it's the best moment or favorite moment, but it's another one that really stands out in my mind, and that is 2002, the birth of TNA.
Oh yeah.
The birth of TNA. You know, after Vince bought out WCW, and we had the monopoly for a while on wrestling, it was Vince or nothing, unless you were lucky enough to have a local fed on in your area.
Which we did for a while.
You know, it was Vince or nothing.
Yeah.
And then here came Jeff Jarrett from TNA to bring some competition back to WWE. And I know a lot of people out there are anti-TNA. I'm not the biggest TNA fan anymore because they've kind of gotten away from their original mission statement, if you will.
Which was, we are the alternative
Yes.
to WWE.
Yes, and all you got to do is look at their champions in the early days, and guys that WWE never made world champion and probably will never make world champion.
More guys in there with WWE in the first place, except for a cup of coffee, like AJ Styles,
Yeah.
like Daniels, like Joe, like any of those guys. And the problem is, they got so competition hungry and wanted to overtake like WCW did.
And
They
that's
signed
where they failed.
the Kurt Angles, the Booker. I love Booker. The Booker T's, the Scott
Steiners,
Steiners, all those. Kevin
Christian.
Nash, Christian. Although Christian made a great NWA champion.
He
The
did.
first time.
He did, but
At the end of the day, they're still signing all WWE castaways.
yes.
It's like you can't do that and be a successful company.
And the worst thing I think TNA did was go from being a weekly pay-per-view to trying to be a 3-hour monthly pay-per-view. Because if they had stuck with their weekly pay-per-view on Wednesdays for $10, 2 hours, then you would have had wrestling every day of the week.
Well,
Monday Raw, Tuesday NXT, whether it was on Sci-Fi or now on .com.
Right.
Wednesday TNA, Thursday Superstars, Friday SmackDown.
right.
You would have had wrestling every day of the week. Saturday, catch the NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood Replays.
If you're out here,
and
yeah.
then Sunday, the pay-per-views
if they're out, if
once
they're
a
on,
month.
twice a month if you have to.
Yeah, sometimes twice.
Twice, yeah, for WWE, yeah.
That would have been the way to go because their product was good enough back then to warrant $10 a week.
True, but they weren't making money off that. That's the problem. And having been around TNA from the birth with Mike and I, Mike Nagel, not Mikey, Mike and I, Mike Nagel and I, they needed to be making money hand over fist, and they just weren't doing that.
Yeah.
They were getting killed because they were spending more to rent the fairgrounds out than they were to make pay-per-view than they were to get pay-per-view revenue. So they had to do something. And granted, they could have kept the weekly pay-per-views and done like a pay-per-view, a big one, once in a while.
Yeah. Like WCW used to have like the Clash of the Champions.
Right, they could have done a TV
do a
thing.
periodical Clash of the Champions style pay-per-view, maybe 4 times a year.
Right.
And still brought that revenue in.
Right. But
just our thoughts.
Hindsight is 2020. We've got glasses on. We can see better than most people.
This is true.
It is what it is.
I know. My new ones still haven't come in yet, so I'm still kind of blurry.
Shit.
But
I hate that.
What do you guys think? Let us know. Hit Jeff up on his Facebook page, Talk Wrestling Host.
Yes, sir.
Hit me up, facebook.com/JJWilliamsWrestling. Let us know what you guys think. We're clamoring. We want feedback from you guys. We know y'all are watching. We can see the views on YouTube.
Yes, and next
we
week...
want feedback.
Next week, if I'm not mistaken, starts the countdown, am I right?
Yes, next week... Actually, no.
No?
We already passed it.
We did? I'm tired.
I think that Edge Bear got you a little bit better than we all originally thought. We were having relapses.
I was thinking countdown to the next pay-per-view, whatever that is. Anyway, all right.
For Dads on Wrestling, I'm the Renegade JJ Williams. Mr. TW, Jeff Meacham. We'll see you next time.